This is my first attempt at recording an impromptu poem. So I hope you will enjoy, or none. Depends on who listens. So, there's a chill in my spine. I keep coughing, but I feel like I'm fine. I'm choking and I'm trying to breathe. But I'm not letting myself let go of the smoke that's in my lungs. It's the only thing that makes me feel safe anymore. It's what motivates me. It keeps me easy, lets me coast, lets me glide. Anywhere from a mountainside to a river or creek. From whistles of birds to bipedal Homo sapiens which speak. I don't know how it's all gonna end. I barely know how much it costs to buy the grass in which I put into my papers and burn all my cash. It doesn't matter. It's gonna burn up anyway. The world is burning around us. The house is caving in. Some of us don't mind much. Others just point it out. But some of us really feel that. The impact of it all. Because after all, it's only one thing needed to keep a fire going. And that's a spark. One ember, that's all I need. Thank you. How generous. Grace for this bestowed gift. To keep me lit. So that I can keep burning in the passions that drive me to the borders of sanity, which sometimes cave in on themselves. And then you're left in the dark like a splunker, looking for diamonds, mining, hacking, chiseling away the stone between us and our treasures. What if, too, the stone were a treasure? Would we treat it the same? Would we still hack at it to reveal what's inside? Or would it just stay the same? Sometimes, when you're sitting around, feeling all that is, there's a moment, a sensation that pierces through all that is around you, and it touches you somewhere, deep inside, where nothing else can see other than what cannot be said. And that smoke bleeds right into your eyes. And those tears come right out. And you remember all the sacrifices, the struggle, the suffering endured, the choices made, the lessons learned, the faces that welcome you with smiles and hugs are scarce nowadays. For the world has gone weary, and we are all tired. We wish to see a thriving, a bliss within the hearts of all that is. And every day, these hearts bleed and soak into everything around them, hoping and praying for another time that they can say, thank you. That's all. You're welcome. For that is, will always be, and that will never change. But everything else will. And that's where it gets tricky. Because it's dealing with that change. That churning within my gut. Still clenched, all so tight. Keeping my posture to that of a wrangled creature. One which has seen a triumph over tribulation, yet has endured a little more than it could have handled. I'm not sure if these changes will guide me to a place where I will be seen, and that I, too, will see the beauty again. I don't know what it's all about. I ain't got it figured out. No one else does either. Not fully. That's why we need each other. I got a piece. You got a part. Let's put it together and we can make it work. Because as we walk through the night and the peepers bellow and the trees, leaves rustle, there's dogs that bark, and there's coyotes that cackle, owls which hoot, and bats which go like really loud, high pitch with a screech. And sometimes, even though they're right in front of you, they're still out of reach. It doesn't matter if you preach. It doesn't matter if you hold anything of value. The pockets only hold lint. And I think that my smirk and my grin will keep me fetched, and the waters will keep me parched as long as I keep drinking. Because what else am I to do when I have dry throat? Like the frogs which croak. That spark. Oh yeah, baby. Lightning in a bottle. It's always there, always around. But how do you catch it? No one knows. Because it's not something you can hold. you just have to be bold and go where no one has gone before, into the abyss, the great unknown. And it's only when I return to shore that I'm greeted by those which remember my name. Those who can still carry and hold me to blame. It's twisted in its own way, wrangled out, stretched, twisted, and wrung out like a towel. No, you're a towel. Oh yeah, is something that is always on my mind. From when the sun rises till dusk meets dawn. Yeah, I like to do impressions, and I like to do voices. They entertain me almost as much as those that I reminisce of in my thoughts. I think that it switches things up and offers something different. But in all actuality, I think that's the only time I've ever said that in poetry. And now I'm so analytical that this poem has become inceptional. As I'm smoking my joint, I feel that I'm coming to a point of which was unknown to me before. And I'm not sure if it will pass me by or over my head or under my nose. If it was a snake, it would slither in the grass. And if I got too close, it would bite. But that's only if it were out of my sight. So I stare into this light, and it glistens these stones. And in that moment, I realize I am alone. This feeling once terrified me to my core is something that's becoming more of splendor and something I can explore. It just hasn't taken me anywhere outside of myself. I'm not sure how to get there. I'm sure these feet will take me one step at a time, anywhere I please, in a moment of time. Because what is said to me, I reminisce of a million times. And if you thought that was crazy, I'm not lying. I rehearse and I repeat everything in my head, from the streets to the sheets. I don't know why. It captivates me all the time. And lately, it's just the same old. And I just wish I could see that. It's only keeping me there in places that rip and tear my heart apart. Leaves me with scars, broken ribs, and achy body parts, blistered fingers and bruises all over. It hurts, and when I roll over, when I bend, I can't help but ache, and then wish they were all fake. One more hit, and maybe I'll be baked, but who knows? I don't really feel much different anyways. Because when I'm all alone, that's when I'm stoned. You can't stop me. I already tried. Because there's nothing to do, no one to see, no one to pretend to care for, let alone really feel. Then there's something else worth fighting for, other than the freedom and the beat of my heart. And maybe that's why hubris, fears, and desires and attachments which blind us and shackle us to a doubtful state, which we don't even appreciate the steak of and beans on our plate, that nothing is enough and more won't do, and I'm just left stewing in this pot with you. And I keep steaming, and I keep simmering, and it's always cooking, and I have been fried until I'm cooked like a goose and baked like a ham, or spit roasted like a lamb. Who knows? Maybe I'll be toasted like a bagel, or air fried like tater tots. Who knows? Because we're all perma-fried potatoes. And I want a root. Who knows? Only God, I think. And God is just you and I, if we were together. We have the power together to bring our dreams to this place, to this life and everything around us. Blessings of peace, love, joy, and abundance, dissentience, and the release of suffering is something I pray with every breath. For the light will shine through the darkness until it gleams into your eyes. Just don't stare directly at it, or else you'll go blind. And I'm not lying. You can look at the eclipse with glasses, but you're still Googling why your pupils are scorched and your irises hurt. It's pretty funny. I can't make a joke because the only time I'm funny is when I'm not even trying. Because if I make a joke on purpose, I laugh and then it's not hilarious. Or it's only hilarious to me, and then I grow delirious. And I think that's why I don't mind sitting alone, driving through escapes, all on paths that I once did many times long ago and rehearsed like ants. I just really miss you all. I really miss a lot of you. And I feel like I'm slipping away. And you all are too. And I can't glue any of you to my shoe. I can't wrap you in a gift and present you under a tree. Stuff you in a stocking, or I guess give you once a day for each candle that's lit. I don't really know, but I'm sure there'll be gifts wherever I go. And even if there's not, I have to make it count. Because what's a life worth living if you're not there to enjoy it? So, remember that the hearts which cry for your name deserve to see you once in a while. Even if for some reason it hurts you to be there. It's always uncomfortable. No matter what you do, you're not sure why. For the most part, every day, something is different. And that's spectacular in every way. Fuck. My spliff went out. And it's still smoking. One breath at a time. There used to be someone there with me. Almost always someone there with me. But for a while, that's become a scarcity. And that's okay in every way, because everything happens for a reason. And no one was able to complete their treason. And I've grown with every season. I've died. I've become, and I've let go. And I'll do it again. I'll put it all together and I'll throw it apart and I'll say, we can do better. Or maybe I can just let myself be happy with the simple things I have. Or be grateful for the things that come my way and just trying to make something beautiful from which inspires me and captivates me to stay It all seems so bleak. It's not worth trying. You already feel like you're dying. And everything crackles, snaps, and feels a little bit out of place. And even within that, there's peace. Because a who is a who, no matter how small, and no one belongs to you. You barely belong to yourself. You're not to be owned. You are to be shared and offered and welcomed. Because everyone has something unique to offer. So don't be so cruel. Be authentic. And you'll be able to face any wrath that comes your way. Even on the worst of days, there'll be something left burning, even when you have only a clip and the roach is dead. And it's so late that you don't know if you should sleep or stare at the ceiling or shower for an hour or laugh at funny pictures on a glowing tablet mindlessly, sporadically, almost in a trance. That's pretty grueling and so shallow, but sometimes it makes me cackle and even squirt like a spray bottle. But hey, all gas, no brakes, full throttle. Like a genie in a bottle. 3 wishes this time. Please, Father, be kind. Allow me grace to live in a loving place. Amen. I guess that's the end. Goodbye, folks. Until next time. Peace out, Girl Scout. Keep it far out.